I don't know if you knew this, but capitalism is getting worse. I've applied to so many jobs over the past month, and at least 5 of them have been scams, just like complete scams. And about 2 of them, I'm not gonna lie, I've been desperate enough that I really I wanted to believe so badly that they were real that I was like, sure, I'll give this guy my credit card information. That sounds fine. Oh, you're gonna send me a check in the mail? Yeah. Yeah, I'll be looking out for that. Thank you. It's dire. It's really dire. I kept thinking about how I wanted to start this and like what I wanted to do. Because I want this to be something like, I want to just do whatever I want. I want to do whatever I want for as long as I want, however I want, and I don't want it to have to necessarily be structured a certain way. At least not right now, maybe later. But for now, fuck it, we ball. I think that that's the only approach that's going to work here, is that I just ball. I think that's the only approach. I'm on the fence if this is even going to be like highly edited, or if I'm going to just do like one of those one take videos. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm kind of realizing that I'm at a point where if I don't start making moves, then life is just going to keep passing. Time is just going to keep passing. I don't know if you've noticed, I've noticed that the time passes anyway. It's true what they say. The time passes anyway, and every day is another day that we are on this beautiful earth that is spinning towards entropy. So you just have to do shit. If you don't just do shit, that's my advice to you. If you're watching this right now, if this becomes a video and you're watching this, you gotta just do shit. There's no way around it. Like, you just have to do shit. If you don't make moves, things will not happen. Like, if you don't do things, it seems simple. You would think that we would understand that. And I think on like a primal level we do, but that's not necessarily enough for your brain to give a fuck. If you don't do anything, nothing happens. It's like, like inertia and shit. Objects at rest stay at rest. Object in motion stays in motion. There is a reason that that's a thing. Yeah. I think I am gonna end up editing this. I'm not sure. I don't think that it would be very interesting to listen to every little pause in between here. I'm also really concerned that this microphone is gonna like fuck up, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is a tiny ass, cheap ass. I think I bought this shit like in the line to the cash register at like Five Below. It's got one of those like headphone jack adapters, but it's plugged into my computer, and I can't hear it when I actually have the microphone in, so I have to take it out and then readjust my settings so that I can actually hear the audio. So there's every chance that everything I'm saying right now is unsalvageably loud or just turns out wrong. And that's the risk I'm willing to take for you and for me and for your dad and for your mom. Please tell them that I said hi. And I was thinking, because what I want to do right now, I think that it would be cool to do more talks like this, kind of more just stupid rambles, because I know people like that stuff. I know that they do. I know I do. I like listening to some guy fucking sit there and talk about nothing for 15 minutes. That's like one of my favorite things to do. But I was thinking about like doing sketchbook, just showing off all my old sketchbooks, or even just archiving them, because it's not like there's a whole lot to really show off. Not to be like self-deprecating and shit. I think I'm an okay artist. I'd like to get better. That's what I'm aiming for. That's my goal right now, is to really commit more to being an artist in every way that that can entail. But I was thinking, because I see a lot of these sketchbook tours that are, I mean, they're really good. They're really technically beautiful. Like, they have really good pieces from start to finish. But I find that, like, a little bit discouraging sometimes. Not discouraging, they're inspiring, you know. They are inspiring, but I find them, like, they're not realistic to me. It's more of a portfolio than a sketchbook, and I feel like that's given people a strange idea of what a sketchbook has to be. I mean, even as a kid, that would kind of get to me. I would think that I needed to have that perfect, just something perfect and good to show off on every single page. But a sketchbook is a place where you just put a bunch of bullshit. That's really what it is. It's where you do everything. You take it with you everywhere, and you put whatever you want into it. At the very least, you should have a sketchbook that's just for whatever you want. Any scribbles, like any fucking anything. And then you can have your actual for serious, for showing other people who ask you, oh, do you draw? Can you draw me? I can't even draw a stick figure type shit. Like, that's, you have to have at least one for just fucking around in. That's my opinion. But I feel like I fuck around in all of them. That's just what happens. But I kind of just want to show people more of that, I guess. Like, that that it doesn't have to all be perfect. It doesn't all have to even be good. It doesn't even have to be anything at all. It can just be proof that you are drawing. Proof that you continue to move lines on a page. But then, even as I was doing that, it's very like, you know, the observer effect, definitely real, because I could feel myself in real time. I'm not gonna lie, I did go back and kind of add more shit here and there, more just like enhancing it a little, even if I don't perfectly curate these things. So none of us are free from the spectacle. We are all engaging in the spectacle, and that's fine. I don't think you can completely avoid it. I don't think that there is completely a way to do that. It would be more inauthentic for me to sit here and say all of this is my authentic, unfiltered thoughts, because the entire time that I am editing this, I am thinking about what other people are going to think of it, and I'm actively making choices so that people will like it more. Like, that's just how it is. You can't really exist within, you know, the lens, the scope, the spectacle. You cannot exist in the spectacle without kind of tailoring yourself to it in some way. But I still do hope that maybe you might see this and you might think, well, I'm still gonna be a part of the game, and I'm still gonna want to impress people, and I want them to think I'm cool, and I want them to like me a lot. But at least in my sketchbook, I can mostly do whatever I want. And maybe I'll add some sparkles on there later. Maybe I'll add some stickers when I want to show it to my friends. But it's still my sketchbook. And if it's just a bunch of wiggly worms all over the page. If it's just the fucking little Among Us dude 50 times, that's my prerogative. I didn't ask you to tell me how you feel about it, but please tell me how you feel about it, because I really want you to love me, because I need validation. I will say I like the cover of this one a lot. Just all the stickers that I had on hand. I got really into the idea of putting stickers all over my sketchbooks because of watching people on YouTube do it. But I'm not gonna lie, that you have to like maybe if you get some kind of like protective cover, but otherwise it is really stressful to lug around a sketchbook that has these very sensitive little pieces on there that can peel off and scratch at like nothing. It's fun. It's fun to do it. I have had a lot of fun doing it, but it is just ungodly stressful to actually bring it anywhere and just overall impractical. And I don't know where y'all are getting like these perfectly blank sketchbooks, cuz even the ones that I got, like the ones that are good quality too, that's the other thing. Like you can find a blank one, but I don't know. I For most of my artistic career, I have used, I think they're called Strathmore. Yeah, Strathmore. And I switched to Canson mixed media like a while ago. But up until then, I've been using those two, and they have the same cover every single time. The same cover every day forever, for the rest of your life. And they are not very conducive to being decorated in the front. I mean, you can, but like you're just covering over the logos. You would have to create like a whole new sheet, like a blank sheet of paper, put that on there, which you can do. It's just a little bit extra for like every single sketchbook that you get. But maybe you're someone who's kind of extra. That's fine. I still love you. All of my old sketchbooks have construction paper like dates that are just falling off. It's very difficult to preserve a sketchbook perfectly. They're always just gonna get a little dinged up, especially the ringed ones, which are the ones that I keep buying every single time. I just prefer it. It's just way easier to flip through and tear out, especially like if you want to tear out one that isn't ringed, you can try. I'm not going to stop you, but to each their own. Probably this is why people write down topics before they start to like do their thing. But this is fine because this is like my third video. I've made like 3 speed paints. I think only 2. And in those I said nothing. So this is an upgrade. We're moving up in the world right now. Anyway, basically you gotta get money and you gotta win. But it's not all about money, okay? So don't get sucked in trying to get that bread and trying to grind, because you will die. And I don't want you to die. I want you to live. That's another thing. You have to live, okay? Just remember, you have to live. I know shit is like not good right now. It's really bad. How much am I allowed to swear, by the way? Like, how many times can I say fuck before I get demonetized? Not that I'm even monetized, but that just shows you where my head's at. But I'm just trying to be real. Like, I don't know. I think it's better to just be honest, to be as authentic as it is possible to be within the broader spectacle. I'm using that word a lot because that's what it is, and because it's just fun to say. But like, I don't know, it's like I feel like that's necessary. It's just necessary at this point to show people that you're still like a person, even if it is dangerous to be authentic on the internet. It is not recommended for all people, really. Even anyone, I don't know. You have to be careful. Obviously be careful. Like, maybe don't post today's medical history. Maybe it's okay if you don't tell us that. Even though, again, I participate, I dabble in the spectacle because I love it. It's fun. The flashing lights and colors. Coco Melon. But I think it's just a risk. Sometimes it's a calculated risk. What I'm doing right now, it's a calculated risk. And it will either pay off or not pay off. I'll ask my magic 8-ball real quick. Okay, magic 8-ball. Fuck, I forgot what I was asking. I am getting evaluated for ADHD. I do feel like I should mention that like the first chance I get. Just kind of get that out of the way before anyone speculates. I'm already speculating. I'm already spectating. I'm already spectaculating. And I'm fucking spelunking and shit. Okay, no, I straight up forgot what I was even gonna ask it. But you know what? I'm gonna shake it anyway. Can you hear that? I can't even hear that. For sure. So there you go. For sure. If any of you is like superstitious or something and you were wondering the answer to your question, for sure. But yeah, so basically, I hope you had a good time. If you didn't, there's a lot of videos on youtube.com that you can watch. I am always watching a video. I like to watch videos where people like they watch a cartoon and then they tell you what happened in the cartoon and they're like, wasn't that crazy when that happened in the cartoon? Did you like my retrospective? Did you like my 10-hour retrospective where I tell you what happened in the cartoon? And every time I eat it the fuck up. Every time. No notes. I love it. Thank you. I don't know what my white noise would be without you. You're a real one. But yeah, have a good day. I love you. Bye.